Hey, welcome to the World Domination channel. We thought we would show you a little glimpse into this very treacherous to us anyway, road that we're traveling in Glacier National Park. It's beautiful, but a little terrifying.
It's so much better when you're on the mountainside because you know you're not going to roll off the cliff into the abyss below.
Yeah, we've already gone up, and so now we're working our way back down. Being on the other side, yeah, we were pretty terrified. Not gonna lie, we kind of drove in the middle of the road or on the wrong side of the road for a bunch of the way if there were no cars coming, so that we didn't have to be hugging the side of the road. Because it's a little terrifying thinking you could just plummet off the mountain.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually wet my pants and cried some tears, and yeah, that's...
But look at those views. The sad thing is on the way up, we didn't really enjoy the views because both of us were just looking
at the yellow line.
At the yellow line or the mountain we were next to, so that we didn't have to look down the mountain. It's kind of crazy how high we are.
I focused on 5 feet in front of me the whole time, and I had the kung fu grip on the steering wheel, so I'm probably going to need some massage therapy in my hands after this is all said and done.
The good thing is, though, most of the road has, if you can call it guardrails, has these big rocks. So there's like a little wall there. We both said we'd be a lot more comfortable if that wall were taller. As you can see right here, it's pretty small. But at least it's something. It's not just a drop off. And there's trees on a lot of it. So that makes it a little easier to handle.
We're also getting used to driving a larger vehicle, which makes it a little more intimidating because a pickup truck takes up a little more space, so we've had to go really slow on some of these bends. So if you decide to come up here and you are kind of timid about heights and driving mountains, just take your time, go slow, and
or rent a small car.
Yes,
we said maybe next time we'll rent a small car that we can drive up through here because it might be a little less intimidating that way. But the scenery is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. It is a little scary, but after our adventure in Pikes Peak, which we've written about on our blog, if you don't know that story, you can look that up. We were handling this one much better, but as I said, these walls and the trees are helping tremendously. We're not above the tree line, or at least not on this part. We didn't make it all the way. We turned around at one of the visitor centers just because we'd gone quite a ways on this, and it's a little scary.
And I'm going to take full responsibility for that because Donetta says we only have 2 more miles if you want to go, and I said absolutely not. I need to go smoke a whole pack of cigarettes, even though I don't smoke cigarettes. We drove around. We got to one of the visitor centers, but you have to get there early in order to get a parking spot. We drove around probably for 30-40 minutes trying to get a parking spot and never did.
Could not find one at all.
Yeah, and it's a lot harder. So a word of advice: when you're driving a bigger vehicle, it's going to be harder to find a parking spot because we take up so much space. You know, the bigger spots are just...
Especially if you have trouble parking, yes, like we do.
Right. Yeah, if you take up 2 spots every time you park.
We're used to, well, our last car was a SUV, a smaller SUV, and so we're just not used to the longer length of this one yet, but we're doing well, and we're loving it.
Yeah, we do love Silver Bell, the Chevy Silverado, which I need to write about, blog about. So a shout out for this truck brand, Chevy. It's something that I didn't consider getting a Chevy. I was wanting a Ford, but I looked at the different options and absolutely love the truck so far. It was definitely worth the investment, and it's a nice vehicle to drive. Yep, there's some people.
One of the scary parts.
There's some people hugging the line like I was.
Yeah. This was definitely one of the scariest parts coming up because you just can't see anything to the left, as you can see. These bikers are nuts. I don't know how people like that do it.
Yeah, kudos.
We've even seen people on bicycles, not motorcycles, but bicycles going up this mountain, and yeah, we are way up here.
Kudos to the bikers, the motorcycle people like Teo and Debbie who ride all across Europe, who have no qualms going cross country on a motorcycle. I actually talked to 3 guys yesterday, and I told them they have, you know, balls the size of the moon, and they started laughing. They said, yeah, I got a little hairy towards the top here. especially with the wind blowing them. But they're like, we feel safer on a motorcycle than in a car because if you got to bail out, you got some room to bail out on. So I don't know if that's comforting or not. If you're on a motorcycle out here, you'll probably enjoy it if you're a pro and you don't mind the heights. But for me, it's not. And I'm getting a little anxiety because right now I can kind of see the mountains off to the left. But I will say, going down the mountain has been a lot easier than going up because you feel like you're taking off in an airplane and you don't really see anything around you. So if you're afraid of heights and you're not looking around, you just feel like you're out in space. So it's a little intimidating, but it gets better with each moment.
Even the road being as close to this wall as it is, or not wall, but mountain, is a little scary because especially with the mirror sticking out, every time we get close, I'm like, oh, we're gonna hit it. They built this road just right on top of it. It's crazy.
Here's a crazy thought. They talked about falling rocks. Just think about it. We could potentially die not only going off the mountain and going all off into the abyss. We could get crushed by a boulder. This could be, every video we do could be our last video because you never know. Death is around every corner, so we're really living on the edge.
Good grief. Nice uplifting message here.
We are overcoming.
There's some bicyclers right there.
Yes, it's kind of...
people are crazy.
It's a challenge to go around these people.
In fact, I think we passed them on the way up. I'm pretty sure we did. They must have gone to where we did and turned around.
Or they're a lot faster and braver and they went all the way to the end and they've already passed us.
I don't think they would have made it to the end and back to here. I think they're having a little trouble too, maybe a little scared. Oh, now we're back to the mountainside, or not mountainside, whatever side you want to call it. Now we have to hug the middle line again.
All right, we'll let them get out of the way because she looks terrified like I am. Maybe not. Maybe she's having the time of her life. I would not want to do that.
No, not at all. If you're still with us, thanks for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We just figured this would be a really cool thing to show so you could kind of experience Glacier National Park and see what it looks like. Now that we've switched, let me turn this a little bit. We have a cool little tripod that wraps around things and I have it tied to the side of the car. So hopefully it's not too bouncy. This road is pretty nice and smooth, but anyway, thought we'd share the adventure and just kind of let people experience what we're experiencing.
Absolutely. And if you've been watching our videos, keeping up with us on worlddomination.com or any of our social media, we would love to know what can we do to help encourage you to travel or give you guidance or advice as we learn traveling ourselves. What can we do to make this more entertaining for you? How can we improve your lives? Oh, okay, I'm going to stop there for a minute and pray to Jesus that we make it around this curve.
Oh, here's one of the cool tunnels. Oh, we didn't make it to the second tunnel.
We didn't make it to the second tunnel, but we
This was built in 1926. It says in the information. Can you imagine building this with 1926 technology? Pretty cool.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying, if there's anything that we can do to share with you and help you along the way, we'd love to know any advice. So be sure to send it to us at hello@worlddomination.com or reach out to us on social media. We'd love to have your input. What can we improve? If our audio sucks, if we could do better photos, if we can do behind the scenes kind of stuff, whatever it is, we're open to ideas.
Don't be too critical though.
Yeah,
we're just trying to have fun.
Make us better. No, we're trying
to if you have questions or advice or anything, we'd love to hear it.
Even if you've done this before and you're like, hey, here's places you need to check out, or
we
here's
love
some hiking
tips
gear.
like that.
Yes, we want advice ourselves. We want to know
if there's places we
how
should
we
see. We want to know it.
Absolutely. Golly, you keep talking over me. This is my show, woman, not yours. Oh.
You just missed my look. You can't see me. I gave him a look.
Yeah, I'm too terrified to.
He likes to take over.
But I can feel the harsh glances and blows she makes at me with her eyes. So, have we had a fight on this trip yet? Maybe that's a question you've asked. Yes, we have. We have had a few arguments. We have had some stressful situations.
I mean, anyone who knows us should know that's the truth.
you know, because
but overall, it's been really, really good.
Donetta is so stubborn. She's like one of these mountain goats.
Oh my God.
Likes to butt heads and try to prove her point. No, we're both the same way, but we have fun in it. But like anything, you know, we want people to know, you know, you always see the good side, kind of like these mountains or maybe a real glacier or whatever, you know, you only see the tip of the mountain, and a lot of times the videos is like, here's the good times, but like if anything, there are cons with traveling, there are things we're learning, we have had tense moments, and that's just the reality of life, no matter what you're doing. And even if you're being able to pursue your dream, there are going to be times and challenges and obstacles in the way, and you just have to overcome them, and that's what we're doing. But we're so happy to be doing what we want to do and living a life of no regrets. Anything else you'd like to add to that, honey?
No, I was going to say, I think we're coming back down into the trees now, into normal land. Thank you, Jesus. We survived.
Though there is never normal land when you're riding along with James Dahlman. It's always something different every day.
But we're not on the cliff of a mountain anymore. So I think we're losing our view. So we'll end this little adventure video of, oh, here's a little bit more view. Anyway, I was going to say, we'll wrap this one up. It's getting kind of long anyway, but if you're still watching, thanks for watching.
Thanks so much. We appreciate you.
Let us know if you have comments or questions, or if there's something you'd like to see as we do this, and we'd love to interact with you guys more. Thanks for participating.
Have a happy day. Be safe, and until next time, peace out.